السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته نحمده ونصلي ونسلم على رسوله الكريم أما بعد. We praise Almighty Allah who is alone, eternal Lord, Creator, Creator, Sustainer and Protector. We send blessings and salutations upon the Holy Prophet Muhammad, whom Almighty Allah has chosen as mercy for the entire humanity. Dear brothers and sisters, in our previous program we have discussed about the early life, education and piety of Shaikhul Islam Hafidh Muhammad Anwarullah al-Farooqi, may Allah shower His mercy on him. And we heard that Shaikhul Islam Hafidh Muhammad Anwarullah al-Farooqi has given his resignation only because a usury based transaction was presented before him and he was asked to give entry it. Today inshallah we will be talking on afterward life of Shaikhul Islam. Dear brothers and sisters, after giving resignation, Shaikhul Islam Hafidh Muhammad Anwarullah al-Farooqi has completely dedicated himself for Islam and Muslims and fully busied himself in studying, teaching and compiling books to create Islamic awareness and transmit the Islamic classical sciences to the young generations. He established a great Islamic university, Jamia Nizamiya in Hyderabad, which in fact has provided thousands of ulemas, huffaz, memorizers of Holy Quran and great scholars to the world, and still it has been playing its vital role in this regard. Shaikhul Islam also founded a famous publication by the name Majlis-e-Isha'atul Ulum in order to publish the books of scholars in all the subjects of Islam. Apart from this, one of his magnificent and brilliant jobs is to immortalize our ancestors' books and their great knowledge. He established a famous research institution by the name Da'iratul Ma'arif al-Uthmaniyya. The main objective of this institution was to procure, transcribe, collect, edit and publish rare Arabic manuscripts of prominent scholars belonging to the classical era of Islam. This institution, by the grace of Almighty Allah, has been playing a tremendous role in this regard, and so far it has published 140 books. This obviously demonstrates and indicates to the sincerity and well intention of Shaikhul Islam in the field of research and preaching Islam. In a very little span of time, this institution acquired global fame and recognition in the field of editing and publishing. Apart from all these sublime jobs and greatest services, Shaikhul Islam Hafidh Muhammad Anwarullah al-Farooqi has written several books. According to the need of all, it is an obvious fact that whatever subject Shaikhul Islam chose, he has fulfilled its right. Therefore, we see all of his books are full of evidences, references from the Holy Quran, Hadith, sayings of companions, sayings of great Imams as well as saints. Shaikhul Islam Hafidh Muhammad Anwarullah al-Farooqi used his pen only when he realized it to be necessary, and by his books where he refuted the deviant sects. At the same time, he immortalized the hearts of Muslims by the huge respect of Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his beloved ones, and illuminated the hearts of the Muslim by his knowledge, wisdom, clemency and intelligence. Some of his books are so famous and worldwide read, and people take them as a great evidence. One of his most famous books is Ifaratul Afham. This book actually was written in the refutation of a cursed person, Mirza Ghulam Ahmad Qadiani's book Izalatul Awham, in which this cursed person proclaimed himself to be the prophet of this ummah, while the prophethood has been completed and over upon our beloved Prophet Muhammad, may peace and mercy of Almighty Allah be upon him. As Almighty Allah says in the Holy Quran, ما كان محمد أبا أحد من رجالكم ولكن رسول الله وخاتم النبيين وكان الله بكل شيء عليما. And he sallallahu alayhi wasallam himself says, أنا خاتم النبيين لا نبي بعدي, I am the last messenger and there will be no messenger after me. So due to rejecting and denying the principal belief of Islam, Shaykhul Islam Hafiz Muhammad Anwarullah al-Farooqi has declared Mirza Ghulam Ahmad Qadiani and his followers as infidels and disbelievers of this ummah, because there was no room to consider them as Muslims. And Shaykhul Islam Hafiz Muhammad Anwarullah al-Farooqi, may Allah shower His mercy on him, recommended Muslims not to approach them and keep themselves away from their sittings, companies and gatherings, as they are the infidels and disbelievers. Another one of his most famous and worldwide read books is ANWAR Ahmadi. When Shaykhul Islam Hafiz Muhammad Anwarullah al-Farooqi went for his third pilgrimage, for third Hajj, he made intention to live in Medina, the holy city of Holy Prophet ﷺ, forever, and he was not ready to return to Hyderabad anymore. In this staying, Shaykhul Islam Hafiz Muhammad Anwarullah Farooqi was living in Medina. During this period, a thought came to his mind that he himself says that a thought came to my mind to write a poetry on the virtue, excellence and superiority of Holy Prophet ﷺ, and he started writing poetry, and when a considerable number of poetry completed, another thought came to his mind, that is, he wanted to write down commentary. As he said, a thought came to my mind that it is better to write its commentary, so that people may not take this my poetry as just feelings and emotions of poet, and it does not have any proof and evidence from Quran and Hadith. So that's why I started writing its commentary. And when a commentary of few couplets and few poetry has been completed, I presented this before my Shaykh, before my spiritual mentor Haji Imdadullah Muhajir Makki. So dear brothers and sisters, at the moment his spiritual mentor Haji Imdadullah Muhajir al-Makki saw this blessed treatise, he praised Shaykhul Islam a lot for his great job, and he attributed this book to his madhab, to his maslak, and he uttered a great titles for Shaykhul Islam for his sublime job. As he says, इन दिनों में एक अजीब व गरीब किताबी लाजवाब मुसम्मा बि अनवार अहमदी मुसन्निफुहु हज़रत अल्लामा ज़मा फरीद दौरां आलिम बाअमल फादिल बेबदल जामिअ उलूम ज़ाहिरी व बातिनी. So such kind of great and huge words Shaykhul Islam Hafiz Muhammad Anwarullah al-Farooqi has been given by his own spiritual mentor. So imagine how good book this was, how blessed treatise this was, about which a great saint of Almighty Allah saying that this is my madhab, this is my maslak, this is my thought, this is my i'tiqad. So we can realize that this is a book by which we can consider, we can know the madhab, the mashrab and the i'tiqad of Haji Imdadullah Muhajir Makki, whom number of people give respect and to consider him as a true saint of Almighty Allah. So such kind of books Shaykhul Islam Hafiz Muhammad Anwarullah al-Farooqi has written. There are number of books, a list of books is there. So Almighty Allah has sent him here in India to reform and revive Islam. We praise Almighty Allah to upgrade the ranks of Shaykhul Islam and give us tawfiq to read and understand his books as well as his teachings and his knowledge.